Hello and welcome back to Lord Fenton Gaming Plays Baldur's Gate 3. I'm your host Lord Fenton, and it's Baldur's Gate 3 PC walkthrough video. We're still in Act 3. This time we're going to meet the guys at Mystra, and after that we're going to complete the Investigate the Suspicious Toys. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Baldur's Gate 3 videos like this. Do not forget to hit notification bells to be updated more. Last video, we raided the rest of this magical store. Now, you know what? Let's go ahead and do some exploring. The very first thing where we're going is to get to the waypoint exactly. We have to get there so this way we could go ahead and complete the quest. If we do not, what will happen is it's going to be a long walk. We don't want that. That's the very first thing we do. We will have to go back to camp because I want to go ahead and trigger some quest advancements, of course. So just keep on walking in this direction. It should be by the quest circle. Yeah, the investigate the suspicious toys. We're not going to go ahead and do that yet. Now, this waypoint will also give you access to other parts in this area, so good idea to get all the waypoints in the game. There you go, there's the waypoint. We just discovered it, so I'm going to go ahead and set up at this very time to get to the temple. Okay, there's the fireworks shop. Oh, no wonder, fireworks shop, the Flaming Fist, and of course some Steel Watchers. And there's an earthquake. Yeah, great, the Elder Brain's acting up again. So what we're going to go ahead and do next now is, of course, get to the temple. You're asking, why is that, Fenton? Well, when we get back to the camp, you know what we did inside the vault from the last video. So we're going to teleport to that nice temple. Now, once you get to the temple, make sure you park everybody inside so this way we get to the camp faster. Yeah, a certain very famous mage. That's right, the same one from Act 1 in the Mountain Pass. Helped us out before, wants to talk to Gale. Yeah, we're in trouble. I guess raiding his vault was a somewhat good idea. Actually, it was a very good idea. Screw him. Anyways, let's get back to our room. Now, I'm going to go ahead and talk to everybody, get some quest triggers. So there's going to be a lot of talking going on. So I will be back after everything is done.
Your mind tingles as it opens to Will. He learns of Mazora's meddling and Floric's tale of the dragon Ansur.
Curse that rotten devil and her forked tongue, trying to set Floric against me. She's a damnable inferno of chaos. What matters now is that Floric saw sense, and we know our path forward. We'll finish what my father couldn't. We'll awaken Ansur, the heart of the gate. O Baldurin, founder due veneration. His guardian dragon Ansur, tremendous in worth. A savior below, our eternal elation. It's not just a tale, it's a history. Consider this. To Wormway 'neath prison's deepest level. That must mean Worm's rock prison. That's where we'll find the entrance to this Wormway. Then this. With the shock of a true hero's spark flickers, the torches alight, and Worm's eyes shall awake a glitter. To open the way, we'll need to spark torches. This dragon Ansur was Baldurin's ally. We'd be fools to let him sleep while the Dead Three's chosen raised the city. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. Maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse.
Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air. Yes, a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. I hear you've been browsing in the most esteemed of emporiums, sorcerous sundries. Indulge my curiosity. What wonders did you discover there? So, you have learned the truth of the enemy we face. The very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mystra asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mystra knows you defied her, Gale. Well, of course she knows. She's Mystra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last.
I'm curious enough to make the attempt. All right. An audience with the mother of magic, it is.
Perhaps that should have been your mission right from the start. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave. If you are willing, trust in Mystra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
Go ahead. I'm listening. Of course.
Baldur's Gate, hear this humble plea. Shield our people from the depredations of the absolute heretics. Bless them with...
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Well, go on then. It's rude to keep a goddess waiting.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. You're kind to say so, but this is hardly my first time in Mystra's presence. It's more the matter of what I'm going to say to her. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. Mystra's forgiveness? If you want me to claim the crown of Carcer, she'll hardly be in a forgiving mood after that. I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of 3 dragon ante. I'll let Mystra show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite Weave.
You can no more control the Karsite Weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
Mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw it. After all this time. Relieved. Drained. Proud of myself for summoning the courage to go to her in the first place. And, if I'm being totally honest, a bit lightheaded. As if it wasn't enough to have seen her again. She didn't exactly summon me there for small talk. The Karsite Weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that? True enough. There's a reason such unwitting heroes have been the backbone of lyric and legend for as long as both have existed. Even so, I was hardly some naive apprentice at the time. I considered myself an archmage, and yet was fool enough to be mistaken for a common conjurer. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mystra's expectations. It sounds like the door to redemption is open at last. All I have to do is walk through it, carrying the crown of Karsus. Thank you. There aren't many I'd trust to stand beside me on such a journey. Fewer still who would do so because they believed I deserved such a chance. If I could promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down.
Quite a bit of things went down. First of all, Will's quest advanced, and Elminster appeared at the camp, told Gale to visit the temple where Mystra is at somewhat. Gale went there, Gale talked to Mystra, and then, yeah, we advanced his quest also. So let's go ahead and get him back into the party.
How can I help? I've often asked myself the same question, but never really found a satisfactory answer. He clearly sees something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently. With pleasure. Lead on.
At this point, I could just leave Gale behind. However, I am not. I'm going to need him for a few more things at least. So what we're going to do is go back to the Waypoint and then get to the fireworks shop. Yeah, we're back at the lower city, so we'll just go ahead and teleport to the fireworks shop. After that, I'll tell everybody on what's going on and how not to become an Oathbreaker, which I feel like is very important for paladins like myself. So, this quest has a nasty wrinkle in it. You have to kill everybody inside a fireworks shop. Bad news is, your paladin cannot kill any non-combatants. In other words, if the merchants find you, you cannot kill them. You kill a merchant, you break your oath. Simple as that. At least for my Path of Devotion test, I one-shot a merchant, and guess what happened? I became an Oathbreaker. Make sure everybody else, of course, when combat starts at some point, attack the merchants. You do not just attack any of the melee fighters, bodyguards, whatever. Play it cool. One more thing. Do not loot the bodies. The Flaming Fist will actually join the side of the Banites. We do not want that at all. So first, we'll get a nice introduction to this shop.
Gonna need to change out this barrel soon.
Faces, hands, and eyebrows. How do we protect them?
Watch for wind direction. Put on your gloves. And a light at arm's length.
Very good. And what does Uncle Falogir always say?
Once it's lit, you commit.
Excellent! Now remember, Falogir's Fireworks accepts no liability for singed nails, toasted eyelashes, loss of limbs, scalded torsos, or blown off heads. Now, you there. What can I do for you?
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. He has a tadpole.
Aha! A fellow friend of Gortash. Praise the Absolute. I have a special sample, available just for you, if you wish. This one will be very useful against any and all enemies of Gortash. Be sure to be clear of its explosion area. Please enjoy responsibly, and nowhere near this establishment. Is there anything else I can do for you? What else? I don't know what you mean. We're purveyors of smoke powder. Anything that can be lit, flamed, or fired up. Smoke powder is a beautiful mistress. She will not be limited to one form, and she is quite malleable in the right hands. What are you really asking, friend of Gortash? I see. Then he must not have received my update. You may bring this message to him. Everything is right on schedule. The next batch will be dispatched within a 10-day. Exceptional quality, if I do say so myself. The Gondians will know it when they see it. I believe that concludes this purchase order. We very much appreciate Lord Gortash's continued honoring of our humble establishment with his custom.
Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
Have you tried the Lanternese candles? Or perhaps the delicate simplicity of a perfectly crafted torch is more to your taste? Aha! You must be Arthur's friend.
keep your voice down. Yes, yes, he's just upstairs, but only one flight. If you get to the top, you've gone too far. Browse as irresponsibly as you like. Just don't tell the other customers.
We got ourselves a nice free item to use, information, and access to the second stairs, plus access to another shop that has somewhat slightly better selection of fireworks and bombs. So let's go ahead, definitely speak with this shopkeeper here.
Another friend of Felagir? All right. Just remember the top floor's off limits, password or not. Looking to buy a little something extra, then? That could not be less of your business. Smoke powder in its earthier forms. For purists only. Don't jostle any of the merchandise on your way out.
Maintaining temperature. Steady.
So here's the deal. We're going to give Asteron some fireworks. We're going to have Gale cast greater invisibility. So when we do an action, of course, Asteron will not be popped. Sometimes he will be. It happens from time to time. So once the battle starts, take out any powerful casters, anyone that does auroras that are really bad. Watch out for one caster that does cloud kill. Take out that caster ASAP if you feel it. Other than that, play it cool. One more thing, do not, as a paladin, attack any of the two merchants. That's Oathbreaker land there. Unless you want to be an Oathbreaker at this point, that's fine. So I'm going to set everything up. If you've been seeing my Kaboom YouTube shorts, it's exactly like that. So we're about to murder some Banites, rightfully so. So here's the fireworks and then combat.
Moving.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Talk to me. going.
Must heal.
I need healing. Can't give up. Not now.
Take your
Make it hurt. Can't even catch my breath.
What fools these mortals be.
Another fight. Let's go.
And they all died. The end. So walk out of the shop as if you own the place and nothing happened. Do not loot any bodies or anything else, because there's a certain NPC will tell the Flame Fist that we're thieves and murderers. We do not want that at all. So we're done. I am not an Oathbreaker, so I'm going to go ahead and rest up. I'm going to have to definitely take a long rest in the next video, because the next thing we're going to do is going to be tougher than this. That was a good quest. The last part, that trigger was funky. That was my only complaint about it. Kind of wish we were able to loot the place up after we killed them all, but it's alright. Anyways, here's our recap for this video. So, first thing I did was I found a waypoint right next to me. After that, went back to camp. Elminster we talked to. Of course, he says Gale should see Mystra. At the same time, we talked to Will, advance his quest too. After that, Gale did see Mystra, and what happened was it was a good conversation. After that was all said and done, we found the fireworks shop, went in there, infiltrated it, have a Steron start the battle, kill some Banites. In fact, we killed them all, and walk out of the shop as if nothing happened. In the next Baldur's Gate 3 PC walkthrough video, we're going to go ahead and, of course, day 14. This is it for my Baldur's Gate 3 PC walkthrough, Act 3, Mystra, and Investigate the Suspicious Toys completed video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thanks for watching, and have a great day or night, and do please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more classic and modern Dungeons & Dragons walkthroughs, builds, guides, and more just like this. If you like what you see, then go ahead and pick my suggestion on the upper left-hand corner, or YouTube suggestion on the bottom left-hand corner. I'm going to go ahead and relax in this nice chair.